guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of The Farmer Was Replaced. And in the last episode, we started unlocking water tanks, we started unlocking pumpkins, and what else did we unlock? Trees. I forgot we unlocked trees as well. I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, my farm probably looks a little bit bigger than it did last time we hung out, and I did upgrade the farm size a couple times. It just took pumpkins, I think. Yeah. The next upgrade is 75,000, so we're not going to have that anytime soon. Oh, but we can upgrade our pumpkin speed. Can't do... We could do trees, but I don't know if it's worth it. Let's leave it like this for now. The next thing I want to do is, I don't know, maybe let's play with this maze thing. A maze with a treasure in the middle. I don't know what the heck that means. If you use fertilizer on a fully grown bush, it will turn into a maze of hedges with the probability of 10%. For some reason, the drone can't fly over the hedges, even though they don't look that high. Somewhere in the hedge, there is a hidden treasure. Use harvest on the treasure to receive gold equal to the area of the maze. If you use harvest anywhere else, the maze will just disappear. Get entity is equal to entity.treasure. I just realized I had my volume turned down as well. Makes it a little too quiet. Everywhere, where was I? Entity.treasure if the drone is over the treasure, and entities.hedge everywhere else in the maze. Mazes do not contain any cycles, so there is no way of the drone ending up in the same position again without going back. Okay. You can check if there is a wall by trying to move through it. If you have no idea how to get through this treasure, look at hint number 1. Okay, I don't know. Do we want to just try this? I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is grow a bush. So do I have fertilizer? I do. I just haven't bought any yet. So we can also go into the purchase, and we can set this to be items fertilizer. Run this. All right, there we go. Now we got a bunch of fertilizer. And I guess to grow a bush, I don't have a bush command anymore. I turned my wood one into... Yeah, I turned my wood one into trees. So we're gonna need a new bush command. Bush. I wonder if I should just make a maze. Like, make a whole maze command and just see what happens. Let's just try it. So, to make a maze, I think we need to do the clear command first thing. Clear. Right? And that's going to clear everything. This function, is it like this? There we go. Okay. So then, the next thing we want to do is plant entities dot bush. Okay, so that should work. There we go. Then we want to use item fertilizer. Hold on. Items dot fertilizer. And let's just see what happens. It's not really working that well. Maybe we want to water. And then we water. And then we water. And then we water. And it's not supposed to be water. It's supposed to be use item. Water bucket. Water tank. Okay, so we put that there, we put that there, we put that there. Did it only do it once? Or did it do all 4 instantly? Let me watch. Okay, we're at 650. I'll hit it and we'll see. Okay, it uses all four instantly. So then we have a bush. Then is there like a wait? I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that I'm not fertilizing too soon. But let's just see. If I double fertilize, what happens? Nothing. Okay, so if I go through it slowly, it does work. So I'm gonna need a way to slow this thing down. Okay, so what if I just put a for I range 20 pass in there? This is not valid for a loop. Oh, for I in range 20. There needs to be a colon. Not a semicolon, a colon. It did that way too fast. What if I said that to 1,000? It's still doing it too fast. Oh, hold up. What I need to do is water the ground, and then get ground type not equal to hedge entities. Get entity type. Geez. Get entity type not equal to entities dot hedge. So while it is not equal to entities dot hedge, we are going to use item fertilizer. And then I think that'll just work. Right? Okay, that works. Then we gotta start using a move. Some sort of move. I should make a maze move because I don't want it to take over the move command. I need like a separate maze move. So somehow in this command, I want to... what do I want to do? Let's go pause x equals get pause x. Okay. Pause y equals get underscore pause y. Okay, so there's our x and y position. Then the first thing we want to do is... How do I want to do this? While get underscore entity underscore type is not equal to entities dot treasure. We're going to want to start running some stuff. So while that's happening, we want to get some stuff. Now I think what we want to do is follow the like go left rule, but that is going to be kind of tricky. So what we want to do is go forward, try going left, go forward, try going left, go forward, try going left, and keep doing that until our square is the same. And then we want to go right, come back down, and keep trying going, well, right in this case, which would actually be left because we're going backwards, until we can. Okay, so first thing, move north. Not none. North. Once we move north, if get underscore pause underscore y equals pause y we're gonna try and move west, which we'll never be able to do. Maybe we should go right first. It doesn't make sense to go left first when we're always going to be in the bottom right corner. So maybe we'll do the same thing, but we'll follow the right wall instead. And I think I need to set... I think I need a list. List unlock. Because then, perhaps, I'll be able to set directions. Lists are a simple way of storing several values in single variables. You can create new lists like this. 2 true items, hey. The list now holds the values 2 true and items, hey. The list can also be empty if there are 0 elements in it, like this. Empty list. You can access the elements in a list by index 0 for the first, 0, blah, blah, blah. List entities tree, entities carrots, entities pumpkins, plants, list. You can iterate through a list using a for loop. The following example sums up all elements in the list. Sum 0 for number in list. Sum plus equals numbers. Number. So I want to make a new list called directions, I think. And it'll be the directions we're going to try in order. So we're going to go east. And then north. No, east. Okay, there we go. Direction list is going to be south first, then east, then north, then west. And then we're going to check if get position X equals position X and get position Y equals pos Y. If they do, that means I haven't moved. And we should also set current direction. You know what? Let's just go cur equals 0. So then we're going to check if get position equals where we started. If it is where we started, then we're going to move in the current direction. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. I think it should. I mean, we'll try it. Error bracket underscore open is expected. Oh. There we go. There needs to be a colon right here. This was never defined. Brackets. Okay. So if they're the same, yeah, that'll work. And then cur plus equals 1. There, we're starting to move. Okay, so then if it doesn't meet the same one, we're gonna move in cur minus equal 1. No. Cur I don't know if we want to do minus equal, else just move in cur. Maybe. Let's see what happens. Move direction cur close that. Hold up. Let me play this whole thing and see what happens. Well, that looked pretty good. Okay, I forgot to reset pause X and pause Y. So we're gonna move in the direction and then we're gonna reset pause X. In fact, I can just copy this part right here. And then we'll reset those. The index you tried to access was outside the list. Ah, crap. I almost need a method to put the number in here, because if curder is more than 4, I need it to go, more than 3, I need it to go back to 0, which is a problem. I guess I could do that right after here. If curder equals 4, yeah, 4, then curder actually equals 0. And I gotta do that same thing here. If curder equals, is less than 0, curder equals 4. Hopefully that fixes the problem. There needs to be a colon. Oh. And that means I need one here as well. There needs to be a colon. It's already there. Oh, equals equals. Curder equals equals. Okay, so now we're just moving back and forth, which is not really what we wanted to see. What's happening here? So I'm doing this thing where I'm moving and then changing the direction in the same thing, and I think what I want to do is keep moving in one direction until I can't anymore, and then change the direction. So if get pause X and get pause Y are the same, then current direction, so I'm going to change the direction at that point. Okay. And then once I've changed the direction I needed to do that. Okay, so I probably don't need this, the move part, because I'll move in the next loop. And I shouldn't be testing this here. I think I need to do that here. Once I've moved, then I reset the position. No, I still have to move, or it's not going to work. We have to move, so let's still move. Okay, so now we're gonna try to move. Good. Our direction should have changed, so we're gonna keep trying to move in that same direction. Since we didn't move, I should change the direction. Since we didn't move, I should change the direction again. Okay, so that's working as intended, except I want it to prioritize going down before we start going backwards. So it's basically like if I'm going right, which is 2, I want to set the position back, or the direction back to 1. So I have to do a bunch of if statements. If it's 2, change it to 1. If it's 3, change it to 2. Oh, actually, I think I just need this to be minus. Right? I mean, that's getting better. All right, guys, I think I finally have it. Let me walk you through what I've done. I hope this works. So, this is my maze move command, which is going to go inside of my maze command. I don't even need this anymore. I don't think. So these two go together. We're going to clear, we're going to plant, we're going to water, water, water. And then we are going to... I don't even know if we need to water. This part I might get rid of. We'll just fertilize until we are standing on an entity hedge. Okay, then once we're on that, we're going to exit the while loop and move into our maze move. Now in here, I've set some default directions. South is the basic direction to start with. New direction and current direction. So while we are not on the entity treasure, which is the treasure chest, we are going to check our position, and if it's the same as what it was before, which starts at 0, 0, then we are going to set our current direction equal to current direction plus 1. If for some reason that number ends up over 4, which is outside of our list, we are going to wrap around and we're going to set it back to 0. And then we are going to get our position where we are and move. Then it'll repeat. So the next time, if we didn't run into something, we shouldn't have the same X and Y positions because we just checked before we moved. If they're not the same, we come down here. We check our X and Y positions. We try to move to our right. First, we check to make sure that our right direction isn't off the grid. If it is, current direction -1. If it's less than 0, we are outside of the grid because this is position 0. We're outside of the grid, so I have to set it to a new direction. And we set the new direction equal to the current direction -1 if it's greater than 0. Or we set the new direction equal to 3 if it's less than 0. Then we get our new position and set our current direction equal to new direction only if our position has changed. And if our position has changed, we do that. If it hasn't, then we move in the current direction. So we're going to move. So this whole program starts with us moving south, I believe, which is 0. And then it starts with adding 1 to it, which is going to make us start going west. Every time we move west, we're going to try to go right until our position's the same. Then our current direction is going to change. We're going to go north until we can't anymore. But every time we move north, we're going to try to move east and vice versa. I don't know. It's kind of spaghetti and you guys are probably going to hate it, but let's just try it and see what it does. I'm hoping it works. This whole thing is set to loop while entities.treasure, while we're not on the treasure. So I should probably add a harvest. As soon as we get to that, then we harvest. And that should just get us gold, I think. Every time I hit this button. What? Why did it just type something? I don't have anything in here to type. There it goes. Oh my god, it just works. It just works. Oh, it's so good. Some of them are going to take longer than others. Oh, that is perfect. We are going to run out of fertilizer soon. How much fertilizer does this use? Oh, it uses a lot of fertilizer. That's a ton. I wish there was a way to pause. There probably is. But what I think I need to do now is wherever our main one is, we plant. So that's going to call this function. Inside of that, we want pumpkins until we can't anymore. So let's say we'll set a number for pumpkins. I don't know if 200,000 is... Whatever, we'll go with it. Num pump. And we'll set that to 100,000. Why not? I haven't actually made a program that covers this whole map with pumpkins yet. I'm not even sure it's worth it, honestly. It will make it faster, but I don't know if it matters that much. So we'll go else if, elif, num pump, need a capital, num pump is less, not an underscore, there we go, is less than, oh no, that was right, num items, and then we do items dot pumpkin less than num pump. Then we plant pumpkins. Then if that is not done, then we will just semicolon maize. So I should be able to run this forever, and it's just going to farm us up gold as long as all of these other thresholds have been met. So really quickly, let's just try that. 30,000 carrots will take no time. 100,000 pumpkins going to take a long time. Let's just set 1,000 for now. Just to see how this works. Oh, and then I forgot. In the maze function, I should do the purchase of the fertilizer. So let's do this. And we'll put that in here. If num underscore items, is that right? Why is it not working? If num underscore items dot fertilizer is less than, we'll say 100, then we want to purchase 100. Like that. Hopefully that will work. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. Oh, less than 100. That's not supposed to be like that. And I need a colon there. Okay, so now we're starting to farm carrots because we have enough of everything else. As soon as we hit 30,000 carrots, which shouldn't take very long, he should start planting us pumpkins. Once we have enough pumpkins... Okay, we've already hit the $30,000 carrot threshold. So soon we'll hit the pumpkin threshold. As soon as we hit the pumpkin threshold, we should start the maze. So we'll see what happens here. We're gonna buy all the fertilizer. Oh, which is gonna be tight. We might have to... We might have to set that a little differently. I think all we gotta do is change the pumpkin number so it's a little bit higher. Otherwise, we're gonna be just grasping at straws there every time. So again, this guy's gonna buy 100 fertilizer right away once we hit 2,000 pumpkins, which isn't really a problem. Having more fertilizer is fine. But the next time he shouldn't, because we'll have over 100. So let's see, he should go straight from this to solving the maze. Alright, buy the fertilizer. Solve the maze. Real quick. Oh, he took the longest way possible. Okay, and then instantly back to farming pumpkins because he's got to get that 2,000 number back. But once he's got it, he won't have to do the fertilizer this time. And he should be able to do a couple back-to-back mazes. I'm hoping. That's the dream. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we needed more carrots to finish farming our pumpkins. And to get more carrots, we needed more wood. So there, that happened, but that's all good. So this guy should be able to do the maze a few times. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That is so good. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, we'll put the plant one back over here somewhere. We got the maze. We got the maze move. This one is my F0. It's just for playing with. And actually, the purchase one I can leave here for now, too. Oh, and we're out of fertilizer, so he's got to buy a bunch more fertilizer. And straight back to that. So there we go. Do any of these take money? Not really. So I guess it's just a way to move, increase the golden treasures for 4,000 pumpkins. I guess it's just a way to get rid of some of the resources. Maybe some of these things down here automatically unlocks things for 10,000 treasure. Okay, that sounds pretty good. We'll have to get there eventually. So now we've got everything automated up to treasures. I basically just have to let this game run, and we gotta farm up as much stuff as we possibly can. I love it. Oh, it feels so good. I feel so accomplished. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this episode up right there. I hope you are liking the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.